there's a relaxed sense of not wearing masks when you're in those smaller gatherings because there's a perception that it's not as high a risk, but that's exactly how this virus is spread.
With COVID-19 cases at an all-time high in Spokane County, the health district is shifting its contact tracing strategies.
And it is the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, which means another Tom's Turkey Drive is in the books. Up next, how many families in need will not go hungry this year thanks to your donations.
A dry day for this Tuesday, but we're tracking rain and snow showers overnight. I'll have the rest of your holiday forecast coming up.
While most holiday events have been canceled due to the pandemic this year, there is one local event that continues. Tom's Turkey Drive, Tom's Turkey Tuesday rather, wrapped up today. At 3 p.m. we were officially out of meals. That means thousands of families in need won't go hungry this Thursday. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Mark Hanrahan.
Welcome everyone, I'm Whitney Ward. So people were out there lined up in their cars starting at 3 a.m. just to get a complete Thanksgiving meal from Tom's Turkey Drive. Food banks like Second Harvest have been struggling just to keep up with all of the demand since this pandemic began.
Regina On shows us how they're trying to keep our neighbors from going hungry. Regina?
Yeah, Mark, so thousands of cars, as you just saw, lined up for Tom's Turkey Drive, which was kind of overwhelming, but not that surprising. Cars crawling by since the early morning shows a much bigger story here. That is, the need for food assistance has accelerated dramatically since the onset of this pandemic. So let's break down some facts. Second Harvest says it's seeing an increase of about 33%. And even more heart-wrenching is that the increase in need for children is up about 43%. And just the sheer amount of food the agency is handling is just overwhelming right now. On a typical month, for example, prior to COVID, Second Harvest distributed about 2.2 million pounds of food. Now it's averaging over 4 million pounds. Second Harvest has had to adapt its delivery model to not only keep up with COVID-19 concerns, but also outreach in the hardest hit areas. In the first 9 months of 2019, Second Harvest hosted 119 mobile food banks. This year, in the first 9 months, the agency has held 419 similar mobile food distributions.
You know, I think we're as prepared as we can be. There's just so many uncertainties. We just really have to be ready for anything. So, because there's just so many unknowns.
And as the pandemic continues and people continue to be impacted by the lack of jobs and closed schools, Second Harvest says it's preparing for the need as that continues to climb. Live here in the newsroom tonight, Regina On, KREM 2 News.
Regina, thank you very much. Well, it is the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, which means Tom's Turkey Tuesday was well underway. Before 3 p.m., 11,000 Thanksgiving dinners were handed out to families in need. KREM 2's Laura Papetti joins us live from the Spokane County Fairgrounds tonight, where they are officially out of turkey drive meals. Laura?
Well, Mark, they're officially closed up here. Of course, KREM 2 were the last to shut down a party, right? So we are here by ourselves now. They just, and I mean moments ago, finished cleaning up. The only thing left now, just a few boxes empty. All the meals, as you said, handed out for Tom's Turkey Drive. And I want to read something really quick here before we show you video from earlier. This is the kind of response that we got today. We just got this into the station, into Tom Sherry, and he sent it to us. Someone that came through today saying, so appreciative of Tom's Turkey Drive this year. We all kept warm, referencing the fact that they were able to stay in their car and drive by. And she says, I got emotional as we left. What a wonderful experience. And it was emotional today. Let me take you back through the day. A lot of traffic. That was the number one thing that we took away first thing this morning, was the immense need that is out there. We saw that traffic go on for quite a while this morning. At the height of it, about an hour plus wait to get a Tom's Turkey Drive dinner, but everybody got to stay safe in their car. The National Guard planned this out to a T along with Second Harvest, and people really responded well. Listen in.
We decided that we're not going to go anywhere. We're just going to stay home and stay safe. And there's always next year and throughout the year that we can all get together and enjoy each other and love each other.
That is a woman picking up a Tom's Turkey Drive meal today, as with thousands of people, 11,000 total now with Tom's Turkey Drive meals will have a Thanksgiving dinner. As you heard from Regina, the numbers are overwhelming. Just to let you know, we did have to turn folks away. We gave away an extra 760 turkeys that Second Harvest brought that were donated, but there were still more people, and we had to hand out some flyers with other resources. We also have those posted on KREM.com. Back to you.
It's incredible what you guys were able to put together, Laura. Thank you. And of course, thank you to all the volunteers as well. Just incredible. We want to get to our other top story here at this hour. Contact tracers across Spokane County are overwhelmed. There are about 20 who already work in the Spokane Regional Health District, and now the office is contracting to bring on an additional 35.
As COVID-19 cases increase significantly every day, the program manager explained to KREM 2's Amanda Rowley how they're shifting their strategy.
What would you say has been the most challenging part of contact tracing in Spokane County?
It is, I would say, volume of cases has a direct impact on ability to do contact tracing. We assume that every case probably can name between 7 and 10 people that they've had contact with. So when we're at 514 cases yesterday, that means we're at 5,000 contacts.
With that current situation, I mean, you mentioned 5,000 contacts. What does that conversation look like now?
It's very brief. It has been brief for some time now since we've been at these really big numbers. The contacts that we want to directly follow up with are people that have been the case has exposures in a high risk setting. So congregate living is a really good example right now, which includes shelters, long-term care environments. So that's really our shift in focus. And then for all of the other contacts, that contact tracing is still being encouraged to happen. But like you mentioned, we really would like to support cases in reaching out to their own contacts.
Is there a scenario that seems most common of how they're contracting it? Are they gathering at these parties? I guess, what's the most common way you've seen?
At small gatherings, I think people are doing, in general, an okay job of limiting not being part of big celebrations, but even a smaller celebration of 5 or 10 people, of people that are not part of their daily household.
What do you find to be the most frustrating part of this process now 8 months into this pandemic?
I think the biggest frustration is that much of what we're seeing in terms of case numbers increasing is largely preventable if we are being diligent as a community to the protective measures.
Amanda Rowley, KREM 2 News.
So on that note, let's take a look at the latest numbers as we track the coronavirus. Spokane Regional Health now reporting 289 new cases just today, and 8 new deaths also reported, with at least one of those happening today. 114 people are currently hospitalized here, and to date, more than 15,000 cases have been confirmed countywide.
All right, let's talk weather now. It's been a mostly cloudy day here in the inland northwest. However, the rain and the snow are set to return back to town. Tom Sherry joining us in the Outdoor Weather Center with what we can expect. Tom?
Well, it looks like now, and I'll show you the latest computer model a little bit later on in our newscast, but it appears that we are going to get some rain and snow showers overnight, but now it looks like much of it may be actually to the south of Spokane. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. Right now we're at 38 degrees. As you can see, wind is out of the south at 10 miles per hour. It is dark 30 here in the inland northwest, with the sun setting now at just a couple of ticks after 4 in the afternoon. My gosh. Look at the radar. See all the wet weather over on the west side of the states? Snow falling in the passes right now. All of that wet weather is headed our way. So yeah, and we've also got a little bit of light snow that's been falling up in areas of northeastern Washington and northern Spokane County in the form of rain or snow showers. Again, just very light amounts, but more of it will develop across the area right around midnight. So I'm saying a chance of scattered rain late this evening, changing over to scattered light snow with an overnight low of 31. And I got to tell you, as I'm standing out here in the KREM 2 Outdoor Weather Center, you know those days, people that have lived in the Northwest a long time, where you say it feels like snow? That's kind of what I'm getting right now. You step outside and you tell me if it's the same thing at your household. 39 the expected high tomorrow, so anything that does fall should melt in the daytime hours as we get temperatures above freezing. For the weekend, I've got mostly dry weather. We'll go for 43 on Saturday, 41 on Sunday. I'll check your Thanksgiving forecast. Also, a look at that future tracker computer model showing you where I think most of that precip's going to fall coming up in a few minutes.
Talk to you then, Tom. Thank you very much.